All right, what up, my music family? So I wanted to just, I'm gonna have to fix this. Hold up. I wanted to do a little video for mainly for the producers that's making tracks and people writing to, and some people are actually like using the music to release. I just want to let you know that, and this is just for knowledge to be aware of this. That let's say for instance, if you give me a track and I write on it, and then it might be a hot song, and then I go put it out, or you give me the okay, all right, go you put that record out. At that moment when it's released, it is called an original composition. That means when you fill out the papers and you say composers, the composer of the beat, and then they're the composer of the lyrics. That means when you got the composer on one side and the composer on the other side, it becomes a fully composed song, meaning it's an official original composition. So basically, what I'm saying with that is, let's say a producer might be saying to themselves, all right, I did this beat for Kilo. He put that on his project. All right, so 2 years down the line, you might go to sell the beat again because somebody else might hear that beat and be like, yo, that'd be fire. And then you go and sell that beat to somebody else. But what happens is, you got to understand, that beat, when I wrote to it and you did the beat, it became one. So now when you go to even sell that beat later, I still get a percentage of it because I'm part owner of the original composition. It's a tricky, it sounds crazy. And I wanted to put that out there because we dealt with that. We dealt with that in the past where it was a song that we did on somebody's album, and then somebody reused the beat, Vader's beat. But I got a percentage because I was a part of the original composition. The original song had already been out, whether it was commercially successful or not. I still own part of the original composition. And that's what somebody's fight would be. Let's say, for instance, we do, let's use DeAndre, for instance. DeAndre take a beat, he put it out there, boom. The song is called Candy Rain. And then you take that beat a year from now or whatever, and you drop it on, let's say, Lil Baby wanted the beat. DeAndre actually gets a part of it, of that original composition. It's actually being used now as like a sample. It's kind of like they're paying the producer for a song that was already commercially released. And they like how they pay for samples. You know what I mean? But DeAndre will get a piece of it because he's a part owner of the original composition. So this is important to note. This is important to note. So when you actually have these beats out here, you got to be careful when you're releasing the beats. Now, anybody can write to your beat, but when it's being released, you got to know what happens once it gets released. That's what this whole video is about. Once it gets released, it becomes one. Once it gets registered to ASCAP or BMI, it's registered. It's official. That is a song. You get what I'm saying? So you as producers, and I'm talking mainly producers, because writers, we can write to a whole bunch of stuff. But as producers, you have to understand what happens to that beat. So if you have a beat that you want for a special project, or you want to get it placed over here or placed over there, then don't quickly say yeah to a release of the beat to a project that, if that's not where you really want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with these writers. You write to a beat, and then you put it, and it marries itself. The same thing. You take that song, somebody hear that song, say, oh man, them lyrics you did is such and such, I need that. And they go to redo the music and all that. That producer will still own a piece of that original composition, even though the music was done over. I understand that. This is legal jargon I'm talking about here. I ain't talking about what we think. I'm talking about what the lawyers will tell you if there was ever a confrontation about this record. You know what I'm saying? About any of these records. This is real stuff. So keep that in mind. You know what I mean? And let's play some records. But keep that in mind when you're releasing these records. Make sure you know what you're releasing. You get what I'm saying? All right? Your boy, Kilo. I'm out.